know my whereabouts. My homies ain't selling me out.
What's up YouTube? It's Fred and I'm back with another video. So y'all, as y'all can see from that title below, I'm back with another story time. But before we get into this, make sure you do those 4 simple steps: like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that post notification. Drop comments down below for other video ideas you guys want to see me do. Make sure you follow all my social media. Everything's in the link description below. Make sure you check out all my previous videos. Well, not all of them, some of them. That will be in the description as well. And yeah, y'all, without further ado, let's just get straight into this video. Okay, y'all, so as you can see from the title, I'm gonna be doing a story time on my first time ever acting, like ever. So yeah, y'all, I'm just gonna get right into this and everything. So acting started my senior year. Never did acting before, never thought about acting before. If you guys seen my intro video to my channel, you guys know that I did do chorus and stuff like that. Chorus I did from 5th to my senior year, so 5th grade all the way to my senior year, so that was a big part of my life. We did have, you know, acting opportunities in middle school and stuff like that, but it never was something that called to me, you know what I mean? Chorus was always my everything. It was my life throughout school and stuff like that. So acting wasn't something I really thought about until senior year, when I actually got into shows and stuff like that. I was in all 3 shows that we had, and I actually directed a 4th show with some of the other seniors and stuff like that. So senior year was a really good experience for me. I was heavily involved in chorus and drama after I got into my first show with drama. And yeah, so let me just start. Auditions and everything. I didn't think I was gonna audition for the show. I was at the auditions and everything, like the whole talk about it for my friends. I was there waiting on them because we had plans to do stuff after school and everything. So, you know, after the whole meeting and everything, me and my friend got stopped by the director. And he just asked us, like, are you guys gonna be auditioning? And my friend said, yeah. I didn't know what to say. I was like, I wanted to say no, but I wanted to say yes. And you know, guys, like, it was senior year. It was like, I was a senior. I was like, it's my last chance, you know what I mean? When I ended up saying yes, it was mostly because I was kind of just like, you know what, let me throw caution to the wind, and it's senior year. I'm out of here, you know what I mean? Like, why not? So me and my friend ended up picking a scene. We ended up being partners together. We ended up picking a scene. We worked on it a lot and stuff like that, and you know, let me fast forward a little bit more to when auditions actually came. So drama club auditions was after school. It was a nightly thing. It was after school, and we went to auditions, and so many people, guys, like there were so many people doing like the same scene, because we only got like so many choices of scenes to do. So it was kind of like getting tedious after a while. So I was kind of just like, my friend was like, we need to just go. And I was like, but wait, let's wait and see if someone does our scene, just to see how they do it, so like we can make sure that we don't do it like that, like we don't do it the same. So we waited. No one did our scene, guys. No one did our scene. We were the only ones that did the scene that we did. So we go up, when we finally, you know, decide to go and everything, we go up, and I forgot my lines, guys. Like halfway through the whole thing, I forgot my lines. It was so embarrassing. I was standing there, I didn't know what to do, but luckily my friend came to my aid and helped me. So he said a line that wasn't where we were at, it was more further into the scene, but what he said got me back on track, and I was like, okay, I know where this is. So I started, you know, saying my lines from that point on, you know what I mean? Like we skipped a good like little chunk, but it was fine because it got me back on track. So we finished the scene and everything. Everybody clapped for us and everything. It felt really good to be like done with it. So then now it was time to wait to see like what the results were, who's in, who's not in. So the cast list for the first show, December show, Almost Maine, the cast list goes up, and I was on the list. So this cast list wasn't a final cast list. It was more of like for the cold read, which is where you read, everyone gets in the room and they basically read like certain scenes from the script, and you know, they pair you up with different people to read for different parts and stuff like that. So that's basically what the cold read is. Cold reads, I'm not good at cold reads. I found that out. I was so bad at cold reads. I used to stutter a lot because like I don't read fast, guys. Like, reading is not something, it's not for me, like math and stuff like that. Like, don't get me wrong, I can read, but like I just don't read very fast, like, cuz I like to take my time. So, yeah, yo. So the cold read comes. It was really bad. I kept stuttering and everything, but after all that, I ended up being in the show, yo. So the show was Almost Maine. It was a show about it was a real romantic comedy, you know. It was very funny. It was very heartfelt in every different way, because you know, things would happen with the relationships between the people and stuff like that, and you think like it would almost work out, but in the end it didn't. For one reason or another, it just didn't work out. So my scene, I played Phil, and I had my partner. Her name's Nikita. Shout out to Nikita. Nikita played my wife, Marcy, and in the end, Marcy and Phil get divorced, guys. Yes, we did get divorced. She ends up leaving me in the cold, y'all. So yeah, y'all. This is a scene, like a picture from the scene that we were in. And this is when I think I saw the shooting star, or something like that. I forgot what it was, but yeah, y'all. The scene was really good. There was this one point where Marcy's shoe, she loses her shoe and everything, and then when we end up finding it, it comes falling out of the sky. And yo, when the shoe, we had this little mechanism thing, like this little box that had the shoe in it. And yo, when the shoe dropped, like the whole audience was shook. Like all 3 nights, whatever it was, the audience was shocked like every single time. And it was so like funny to see their reaction to the shoe falling. And like it took so much out of me not to start laughing. Like it was so bad, y'all. Like, but it was a really good scene. But yeah, y'all, like acting, I never thought I could do it. Because, you know, I always thought, like, what if I forget my lines? And with Almost Maine, Almost Maine was the only time I actually forgot my lines. Thankfully, it wasn't on stage. It was actually the night before opening night, our last rehearsal. And, y'all, I forgot my lines. Like, I was in the rehearsal space, and we're saying lines, and then all of a sudden I just stopped, because I was like, I couldn't think of what the next line was. And my director's like, Fred, like, what's going on? And I'm like, I don't know. I can't think of, I don't know. Like, I don't know what the next line is. So that really scared me, because I'm like, great, now, like, am I going to go on stage tomorrow and forget my lines? Thankfully, I didn't, though. Everything went smoothly. I basically acted like it was me and Nikita. I just, you know, Marcy and Phil, I totally I totally drowned out everything in the audience, everyone in the audience, because in the space that we were in for the performance, the audience is literally right there. Like, as close as this camera is to me, like, as close as, like, you guys can see me, like, it was just so close. So I had to basically, like, blank my mind out from everybody in the audience. I did look at them, but, like, I didn't really, like, keen in on it too much. Like, I didn't really, you know what I mean? It was just me and my partner at the time, you know what I mean? So, but acting was a really good experience, because, you know, it led me into doing the other shows and stuff like that. And, you know, getting the opportunity to direct a show was a really amazing thing. And to be in musical, singing, dancing, and acting, I mean, granted, the acting part wasn't a big, huge role, but it's still a lot of people, you know what I mean? Just being on stage in front of a lot of people takes a lot. And, you know, doing chorus and stuff like that, guys, like, I was always surrounded by other people. Like, it wasn't just like me out there by myself, you know what I mean? So I always had the comfort of, like, you know, like a whole army, like a whole team behind me and like around me and stuff like that. So, you know, I felt safe. But even being in the scene with just Nikita, on stage, like, it was kind of like nerve-wracking. But at the end of the day, like, it all went well, guys. Like, acting is something that I'm not gonna say I'm passionate about it to the point where I want to go auditioning for parts for, like, movies and stuff like that, but it is something that I did love to do in high school. And, you know, I'm about to be starting my second year in college. I had an opportunity to be in a show my first year in college, but things didn't work out, you know, time-wise and everything. So that didn't happen, but I'm hoping this coming year I will get to bring you guys on, you know, some acting journeys and stuff like that, in my college and everything. So hopefully you guys will see that side of me in college and everything. But yeah, yo, so that was basically the story time. I just want to say to you guys, if you guys do think about acting or like being in chorus or anything like that, I would say just go for it, because I do regret not doing drama club and, you know, all the other chorus related things that I did senior year. I regret it so much not doing it my freshman year, and, you know, putting myself out there and trying it, because I was scared of the talent that I seen from my peers and everything. So guys, don't be afraid. You know, if you don't make it, you don't make it. You try again. That's all you can do. But yeah, yo, thank you for listening to me in this story time. If you guys like this story time, if you guys want to see more story times about, you know, the different shows I did and choir and stuff like that, and how everything like was, let me know. Drop that in the comments below. And yeah, yo, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on that post notification, and I'll see you guys in the next video.